Hello genius minds, welcome back to my YouTube channel Newton's Backyard. So in the previous video we talked about Newton's first equation of motion. So that was the first ever video in the series of equations of motion. So today we are talking about Newton's second equation of motion. So there are three equations of motion in total and this is the second. If you haven't checked out the first equation of motion, then the link is provided in the description. So let's start. So Newton's second equation of motion talked about distance. So let's write S is equal to ut plus half a t square. Here S is equal to distance and u is equal to initial velocity, t is time, and a is equal to acceleration. Here we don't need the final velocity to find out the distance. Let's first draw the velocity time graph. This is just an illustration, not to scale. So that's an object in the position say A and it moved and achieved a velocity at the point B. Let's draw the line. This line is perpendicular to the x-axis. Let me denote it. This is time and the y-axis is velocity. You can take it speed, but velocity is better. Vector quantities are better actually. Take it as origin and this is D, okay, and just join a line from A to this point so that here the angle becomes perpendicular to A and that we denote it as C, okay. This is time, as you say x-axis is time, so S is also time, t is equal to time, OA is equal to initial velocity because it is the starting velocity, and BD is equal to final velocity. The total is final velocity. AB is the acceleration. If you don't know that AB is the acceleration, then you can check the first video. And here BC is equal to V minus U, okay. You can denote it as U. This is also U, okay. So let's write what we draw here. We have to just look into the graph and write all the data here in the form of sentences. So let's write, let a body means somebody, anything. You can imagine a car, a bus, moving with some initial velocity u at the point A. So let me explain this first sentence. It means that there is a body. You can imagine a car, means there is a car which has initial velocity, some velocity you can say, because it's not starting from the origin, means it has acquired some initial velocity and it's at the point A. We have denoted the point as A. After some time t, this is time, so after some time t, okay, after some time t, it reached at the point B having final velocity V. So basically after some time t, the imaginary car reached at the point B having increased its velocity at the point B, okay, that's its final velocity. I have denoted it as V, initial velocity as U. Here BD perpendicular to x-axis, as I said, it should be 90 degree. Here it is denoted as 90 degree. It is 90 degree, okay. AC parallel to OD, the both are parallel, and that's why OD is time and AC is also time, T time. OD is equal to AC is equal to T. OD is equal to AC is equal to T, and OA is equal to CD is equal to U. OA is equal to CD is equal to initial velocity U. BD is equal to V. VD is final velocity V, and BC is equal to BD minus CD is equal to V minus U. As we denoted it, that BD minus CD, we got BC, and that's V minus U. So we have to write the distance covered is equal to the area of rectangle OACD plus, we can write plus or added with the area of triangle. You can write like that, AR triangle ABC. So we got here. So to find the distance covered, we have to just find the area of the figure OACD, that's a rectangle, plus the area of the figure ABC, which is a rectangle. It's a triangle. So let's write that S is equal to area of OACD plus area of triangle ABC. Now implies S is equal to area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Here length is T, breadth is U. We can write it here as U into T, length into breadth or breadth into length for the convenience, and the area of triangle is half into base into height, okay. So here half into base, we write here half into base, which is T, T multiplied with V minus U. So the height is here BC, and BC is equal to V minus U. Again implies S is equal to UT, U into T, UT plus half into T into AT. Where we got the AT? So we can bracket it here, that V minus U is equal to AT, and we got this from Newton's first equation of motion. First equation of motion. Yeah, that's crazy. After that, let me implies distance is equal to UT plus half into A into T is equal to T square, and finally we got S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So we have finally got distance is equal to UT plus half AT square according to this. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, like on the like button to get the 3 likes, and subscribe my channel for more interesting videos.